Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joanna and this is the update of my 30th week of pregnancy. I just turned 31 weeks today, so we'll talk about the whole week. Wow, was it a week. So we're going to talk about symptoms. I have a whole slew of them now, just how I've been feeling, how the baby's doing. I've got all sorts of fun stories and then a belly shot, of course, at the end. So if you're interested in keeping up with this last week, just keep watching. Okay, so the last update I did, I covered a few different weeks. I was like, this is so awesome. I'm just like rocking pregnancy. I guess like everything's fine, whatever. This week has just felt so overwhelmingly like I'm just really pregnant all of a sudden. I just feel big and exhausted and my back hurts and I'm way more emotional than I have been. It's hard to get up and down. It's hard to sit on the floor. It's just like, oh my gosh, I feel so pregnant. Like, how did that happen? When did that happen? That just like came at me out of nowhere. I had two like kind of episodes this week where I get super dizzy. I get really nauseous. I feel like I can't breathe. I'm hot, like have hot flashes. I'm like overwhelmed and it doesn't go away until I just go to sleep. They were both towards the end of the week and I was cooking. Everything was fine. I just get really hot and I was like, wow, I need to sit down. I just need to sit down for a second. And I noticed that my feet were really swollen. Like my feet have hurt this whole pregnancy, but they haven't been like visibly puffy. And they were like, but damn, my feet hurt. Why are my feet swollen? And here I am sitting on the couch, just like my belly, I just feel so big and so pregnant. And you know, Dan had dinner, I made dinner for Zoe, and I could not even eat a bite of food. Like it felt like this baby had just grown so much so fast that there was no space for food. I was also like really breathless. I was trying to get inverted. I don't know if you know some of those poses from like spinning babies where you're supposed to, and I'm not trying to flip her or anything yet. I don't know. I actually don't know how she's situated in there, but I put my knees up on a couch and I get down on my forearms and you're in like kind of a half like plank down dog forearm stand. And that was the only way I could like take a full breath. There was just so much pressure everywhere. And I felt like I was going to throw up and I was just so hot. It was so hot. So I went to the freezer and got like 6 ice packs. And I was like, Dan, I can't eat dinner right now. I just need to lay here. And I like put ice all over me and I was like panting. I was just so uncomfortable. And I was like, I feel really weird. And he got kind of freaked out and I don't know, he put Zoe to bed and I just passed out for about an hour and then I woke up and just went to bed. I just felt so rotten. And then I think it was the next day. Gosh, maybe that was Thursday. Anyway, nobody cares. But a few days later, then we're redoing our kitchen. So I was trying to paint the ceiling. And that's not like the most comfortable thing ever. You're like looking at the ceiling, but just getting it started, I have to say, in summary, just really quick, pause. My biggest thing I've noted this week is I am not to be trifled with. Like, I am an emotional wreck this week. Not just crying, but just like anything will set me off. I just feel textbook like pregnant. Like, just like the rage comes out of nowhere and like the exhaustion and like the woe is me feelings, they're hardcore this week. So I'm trying to set up the paint. You know, we have ceiling paint. We've painted all our ceilings. We just are doing the kitchen. And I can't get the paint lid open with the paint thing. And it's really uncomfortable to sit on the floor. And I have to keep getting up to do different tools to prop it open. And I'm just crying. I'm like so pissed and like crying because I can't open the jar of paint. So then I opened the jar of paint or can of paint and put the roller in, and it's also a roller we've used before, and the paint had like kind of dried right on the edge so like the roller wouldn't roll. So I'm trying to like roll the roller and it won't move, and I just go from like 0 to a million like raging, and I just am feeling like crap. I am exhausted, my feet hurt, my back hurts, and I'm just like, what is happening to me? So I managed to paint like a quarter of the ceiling. And I was weeping. And I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. Just put it away. You know, you can get up early or whatever tomorrow and paint the kitchen. But I just went upstairs and I like just passed out in the bed. Zoe was napping. But Wow. I'd say the other major symptom I have, so I've said before that this is a very active baby, but this week it's been so painful. Like, she is killing me from the inside, and I'm really glad that she's active. You know, I think that's only a sign of good things, but it hurts. It hurts sometimes, and she's starting to get, I think she's maybe running out of room. It feels like with my other daughter, she'd like kick and do some cute little fluttery movements, and it was nice. It's almost like she'll like headbutt my bladder or kick it or something and then like stretch out, and it's painful. I just don't remember that being, I mean, aggressive is fine, but like maybe it's just because I'm in a really sad mood or like a poor mood, and getting kicked, I'm just like, oh, everything hurts, but it's very painful. As far as the baby goes, there's just a few things developmentally. Like, I think her pupils are able to react more to light, and you know, her lungs are developing more, but it's mostly that these babies at this stage are just packing on weight and size, and I think that's why I feel so different this week. I'm not gonna lie, I'm freaking out a little bit because I have 2 months more to go, and like, if this happens every week, oh man, I'm just scared. But yeah, they're supposed to gain a half to a full pound every week. So that has to go somewhere, doesn't it? Okay, I think the last story I have for you before I show you my belly, which is even bigger, I just feel massive this week, is I got it in my head somehow that this baby was going to be like very premature. And I don't know why. I don't think that's like, it doesn't feel like something I really should pay attention to, like some sort of premonition or anything like that. I just sort of got that notion in my head. I was like, oh my gosh, what if she was born like right now? Like, what would she live? Like, what would we be in for? So psycho pregnant brain, I'm like, I should clearly Google every single premature baby who's born at 30 weeks. You know, babies have a great rate of survival at this age, this gestation. I'm sure she would live. That's not what I'm freaking out about, but just there's a lot of babies that are born around 30, 31, 32 weeks. So there's a lot of stories that I read. And there was just a night where Dan was already asleep. I'm like sitting on the floor by the bed, like again, getting really worked up. They're just so little and they're just not quite cooked yet. And I just went down this whole weird path of like, oh my gosh, like what if she's going to be delivered tomorrow? And that's just psycho. I don't know. I feel like there's two main things this week that are really different. One is just feeling so physically exhausted and physically pregnant. And I would say that is a little different than the exhaustion that happens in the first trimester. That is just, I would just say that's pure like narcolepsy. Like I would just want to pass out all the time. Like just sleep, just go to sleep. I was just tired. Now I don't always feel, unless I'm having a weird episode, I don't feel like I need to sleep necessarily. I need to like sit down or lay down because I'm big and there's just a lot growing. And then also I've gotten super psycho over a week, like very emotionally off. Like things are dicey. So let me show you my belly. Can't get away with many things that are not maternity right now because I'm just getting big, but these shorts have lasted all summer and these were just a TJ Maxx find. They're just like a little elastic waistband pair of shorts, and I kind of roll the front up because they're so low. And I've just been making those work. So here's my belly, not exposed. I feel like I probably don't even look that different, but it just feels, wow, so different. So I didn't have any people this week tell me that I'm having a boy, so that's a good sign. I'm feeling a lot more normal as far as that. I feel like she's moving up a lot, which is also probably why I've been feeling nauseous and just full, and also like I can't breathe. So this is 30 weeks, the end of 30 weeks pregnant. I am feeling very, very, very pregnant, which is good. So thanks so much for watching as usual, and I'll see you next time.